Hi friends, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudoku and Puzzles. So today I will be covering a shading puzzle called Snake. So it is one of my favorite puzzle genre, and in fact I have authored two Snake contests both on LMI Logic Masters India. So I will add the link in the description below for both the contest and even the puzzle interface for this puzzle, so that if you want to solve it yourself you can do so. So coming on to this puzzle, this is one of the puzzles taken from one of the contest I authored on LMI, and it is one of the high pointers in that contest. The rules are as follows. So you have to shade some white cells black. So in order to form a snake is a path that starts from one point and ends at one point. So both the points are given, and snake can only be one cell wide. Uh, and you cannot have 2 into 2 group of full cells shaded. So a snake cannot be 2 into 2 groups of cells shaded, and the snake cannot even touch diagonally. So for example, if this is the path of the snake is touching itself diagonally, so this cannot happen. So a snake cannot touch itself diagonally, and you cannot form a 2 into 2 group of whole cells shaded, or you cannot have a snake that is 2 into 2 full group of cells. So both the endpoints are given, and the number outside the grid indicates number of snake cells in that particular row or column. So for example, these three, we have 3 snake cells in this column, and if you see these 3, you have 3 snake cells in this row. So the endpoints are counted as snake cells. So this is one of the snake cell, and this is one of the snake cells. So it will start in one of these points and end at one of these points, other point. So the rules are clear. Let us start this puzzle. So before moving on to the puzzle, let me say you some basic techniques that will help you to solve this snake puzzle. So whenever when you are sure that a snake has to come to an edge and again come back to join to the end points, you need to make sure that you have minimum 3 cells at the edge. So for example, if a snake comes to this edge and goes back, it will use minimum of 3 snake cells to do so. So if you have less than 3 snake cells, then a snake cannot come to that edge and again go back. So for example, if you use only 2 snake cells, then again it has to go back and it will form a 2 into 2 group of shaded cells. So whenever you have an instance where the snake cell has to come to the edge and again go back, you need to have 3 snake cells, right? And let's start this puzzle. So for these 3, as I said, this is an edge and there has to be 3 snake cells. So if at all this snake cell, this endpoint comes this way, you will have 2 cells remaining to fulfill this 3, and it is not possible without forming a 2 into 2 group of shaded cells. So this means that either this snake cell will go this way, all the 3 cells, or this way 3 cells. So all the other cells can be marked as unshaded, non-snake cells. So there are only 2 possibilities for this endpoint to move as a snake, either this way or the other way. But what happens if it comes this way? For the one, you have 2 snake cells, so it cannot come this way and it has to go this way, and again it has to extend because it cannot form 2 into 2 group of shaded cells. And as the snake cannot touch diagonally, we will mark this as unshaded. So if you see this 7, there are 8 cells which need to be fulfilled by 6 cells of snake. So one cell is already a snake cell, and out of 8 cells, other 6 cells has to be snake cells. Now this can be unshaded, because if it is shaded, then you have 2 snake cells, because this snake cell has to continue towards the endpoints. So it has 2 snake cells which can be unshaded, and now you have exactly 7 cells and 6 need to be shaded. So this is also one of a tip. Wherever you have one cell less than the number of cells required, actually one cell more than the number of cells required, so you need to have 6 cells. Now one is already fulfilled, and you need to have 6 cells, and there are 7 cells available here. So if at all this is the case, you can surely mark the leaving one cell from one of the corner and two cells as shaded cells from both the sides. So you can leave one cell at the corner and other two cells has to be shaded the other side also. So what happens if it is not the case? Let us unshade this cell. So this cell cannot be an endpoint. If it is an endpoint, then we can mark it as a snake cell, but it is not an endpoint, so this has to be unshaded and you have only 5 cells remaining, right? So this has to be shaded. And what happens if this is unshaded? So this snake cell has to continue outside and it forms a 2 into 2 group of shaded cells. So this is also shaded. Now you need to, there will be one cell which will not be a snake cell, and let us see which cell it is. So what happens if this is a snake cell, right? So if this is a snake cell, for the 2 to be fulfilled, 1 is already fulfilled, and we know that this snake cell and this endpoint has to meet. If they don't meet, this will go towards the right and this also will go towards the right. So what happens for the 2? You have 3 snake cells, right? So you have 3 snake cells now, because this point will again go towards the right and take one snake cell, and this point again goes towards the right and takes another snake cell. So we this is one of the possibility that can happen, and the other possibility is either this snake cell and this endpoint will meet, right, without going towards the right of the 2. So whenever they meet, they won't go to till the 2. If they go till the 2, you will have minimum of 3 snake cells or 4 snake cells, this way or this way, and you will again contradict the 2. So to fulfill the 2, so to fulfill the 2, you can be sure that this is not a snake cell. So if this is a snake cell, you have one already fulfilled and the other to be fulfilled. Either these both points will go towards the right and have 3 snake cells, or these both points will meet and only have one snake cell for the 2, right? So this is a non-snake cell. Let us unshade this and continue the puzzle. Now as I said, these 2 points cannot touch diagonally, right? So I will mark this again, and the same logic which we use for the 2, this cannot meet here. If it meets here, you will again have one snake cell fulfilled and the other will either have 3 or 1. So how will we fulfill these 2? There is only one possible way to fulfill these 2. This snake point has to go towards the right by using both of the snake cells for the 2 together, right? It cannot use 2 snake cells at a different point. Both of the snake cells has to be adjacent to each other for the 2 to be fulfilled. So this cannot be a snake cell. Again, if this is a snake cell, only one is fulfilled. It has to come down, and this cannot meet diagonally, so this will again come down. This will come down. It cannot meet diagonally, it will come down. Again, this cannot be connected. The same logic for the 2. So this cannot connect. It will have only one snake cell. Again, comes down, comes down. So we have formed a diagonal pattern here, if you see. And if you see this 4 now, there are 2 possibilities for this 4 to be fulfilled. Either the 4 will take all the 4 snake cells together and go up, or this point will go up and you will have one snake again coming, the same snake again coming down and using 3 cells at the edge and again going up. As I said already, minimum 3 cells are required if the snake has to come to the edge and again go back. So this is one of the possibility. Anywhere, this U shape can be anywhere, here or this way or this way or this way, anywhere. But there are 2 possibilities. Either it will form a U or it will form a 4 straight line and again an L. It will go up. So one of the possibility will contradict the rule. If you see, this snake cell forms it goes straight for the 4 snake cells. If you see, this snake cell cannot go this way, right? It will have only 3 snake cells and one is stranded. You cannot make the snake come to the edge and go back with using just one snake cell, right? So it has to go either this way or up. Now if it goes this way, it will go up, and again for the 3, the same case is there. You will have all the 3 snake cells, because it cannot go up, you have only 2 snake cells possible now. So it will go towards the left and again go up, and this one is contradicted now. This one has 2 snake cells, right? So we conclude that this snake cell will go up and it will not go this way. Now what happens is, for this 4 we know that a snake cell will come down and go up. It will form a U, right? And that U will use the 3 snake cells already. One is this, and the U will use 2 snake cells, so 3 is already done. So this again will go up, right? And we don't know where the U will be formed. So if you see these 2 now, as we said, there will be 2 snake cells together, and we know that this snake cell has to meet this point, because this point will come this way or this way, and it has to meet. If it comes this way, it will meet diagonally and touch somewhere. So these 2 snake cells are not possible. So these 2, we got this thing, and it will go this way, and for the 3 to be fulfilled, will go up, right? This will go this way, right? So the 1 is fulfilled. Now let us extend this one and mark all this as unshaded cells. So if you see for the 3 now, if this snake cell comes down, 3 is already formed, and this will go towards the right, and this snake endpoint, this point has to continue somewhere to connect to this endpoint, and the 3 will be 4 now. It will have 4 snake cells. So this is not a snake cell. It will come down, and again this is not a snake cell. So if it is a snake cell, again you will have 4 snake cells. So this has to come down. This can either meet this way, or somewhere it will go down and meet, right? It can even form a 4 here, right? So if you see the trick we used for the 7, whenever you have one extra cell in the grid than this number of snake cells required by the outside number, leaving the one corner cell, the other 2 cells will be shaded. So for the 11, if you see, there are 12 cells, and leaving this cell, these 2 has to be shaded. So what happens if these are not shaded? This also will be unshaded, and you will have only 10 cells. And what happens if this is not shaded? You will form a 2 into 2 group of shaded cells, right? So if you see these 3 now, we know that a U is formed here, not here. So we can unshade this and this. We know a U is formed here, either this way or this way, right? So if you see, if it is formed this way, the 3 has 4 snake cells, right? So the only way for the U to be formed is this way, and 3 has to go up. Now if you see all these cells, 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of these cells, out of those 2 cells, one of these cells will be used by the snake cell at a maximum. I am saying at maximum, the one of these 2 snake cells will be used. White cells will be used as a snake cell. So 5 snake cells are done, and we need 2 more, right, for the 7 to be fulfilled. So we can conclude that the snake has to come towards this edge, this white cell, and go back, and it has to use minimum of 3 snake cells. So we have already fulfilled the 7 now. Both will go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This has to go up. It won't meet, again go up, right? So if you see the 11, one of the white cell will not be a snake cell, and which is that white cell, we have to find it out. So what happens if this is the white cell, right? So this has to go this way, and the 7, if you see, is now unfulfilled. It's now contradicting the 7. You have only 5 snake cells used, and this snake cell has to meet this way, so this is also unused. So we conclude that this is a snake cell, right? Now what happens if this is not a snake cell? Again, if you see, only 6 snake cells are possible for this 7, 4, 5, and this at a maximum this. So again we conclude that this is a snake cell, and this is the unshaded cell. So if you see now, you have 2 snake cells remaining, and we have already fulfilled the 7, and the snake is formed. So we have drawn a path from one of the endpoint to the other endpoint, which forms like a snake, which doesn't touch each other even diagonally. The snake doesn't touch itself even diagonally, and the number indicates number of snake cells in that particular row or column. So the main 2 tricks used here are, if the snake has to come towards the edge and again go back, it will use minimum of 3 cells to be shaded as a snake cell, and whenever you have one extra cell in the grid than the number required, than the number indicator, the corner, leaving the corner cells, other two cells will be surely be shaded, right? So if you enjoyed the video, please like and comment if you want us to solve any or any other puzzle genre, and please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.